Saturday morning, November 22nd, and I'm at the cat shelter right now. You can see, look at that, and just helping volunteer here sometimes, so I'm just helping clean up. So yeah, I'll see you after. Alright, one more car vlog for today. Hopefully no more, because I feel like I want to get out there and move and do it and walk and do all this other stuff, but it's cold and I don't have a lot of time because the sun is already coming down. It's only 4:30, but I visited the hospice patient, and I'll talk about this a little more when I get back, when I'm kind of sitting doing other stuff or in my room and whatever. I'll talk about it a little more, but today's experience was a little more sort of, I want to say involved, or more sort of impactful, I feel like, than the previous times, and I'll explain why. And then, because the place I visit is right next to the library, which I haven't been to in so many years. I used to go to the library a lot as a child. My parents would always take me there. They would have some activities and all that stuff, and they've remodeled since. I think that was probably like maybe 5 or 10 years ago that they remodeled, and it looks very modern, but you know, obviously you kind of miss the old sort of homey feeling of the library, but that's kind of just like nostalgia, you know. It's always good for the library to have up-to-date sort of equipment and everything, and computers, books, whatever they need. It's always good to have that. But while I was there, which I will also go into a little more detail when I get home, I met one of my old classmates from high school, who I've kind of kept a little bit in contact since we graduated high school, and we're kind of on the same path. And yeah, it was just very sort of unexpected, I'd say. He's a nice guy, I think, for the most part, and I was just not expecting to run into him there, and it kind of caught me off guard, but we had a good conversation. My mom also wanted me to pick up some food. We ordered some takeout from a restaurant, Chinese restaurant. You know, screw it, right? Because Chinese people can also eat Chinese takeout. That's a common thing that I hear a lot of. I actually don't hear too many people saying that, but I just have that in my head where I feel like if you are a certain race, then you can't order restaurant food from that specific race, but that's not true at all. Like if you are Mexican, let's say, and you order Chipotle, that's not a bad thing, right? Chipotle is hardly considered Mexican food. I mean, it's considered more Mexican food than Chinese food, but it's, if you were to claim it as authentic, you would probably get burned alive. And yet, I don't think there's an issue with ordering Chipotle if you're Mexican or whatever. Same thing with Chinese food. Like if I were to get Panda Express, it's good, right? The Panda Express food is good. Despite how authentic it is, it's still gonna taste good. And that's what this food is. It tastes good. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. I'll detail all the stuff that kind of happened today, but that's about it for now. Gotta make sure it's still okay. Trying something different today because I got this it's kind of like a tripod, but it's for my you can hook up your phone, and just trying a little bit of a different angle here where it's more level and kind of off to the side. I don't want to move it because I kind of took some time to adjust it here, but if it were to kind of just, if I wanted to do anything on my desk, I could just kind of have it like this and like turn it this way, but I don't want to do anything right now. We'll see though. Shoot, now, yep, I gotta adjust it again. There we go. So, as I was saying earlier, the stuff that I wanted to talk about was first the hospice patient that I've been seeing, and I won't go into too much specifics, but her condition seems to kind of be going down and obviously worsening. I think that's generally the course for many hospice patients. And yeah, today was it was a little more difficult for them to kind of process everything and see what was going on, and they're losing their memory, and it's a difficult process for them. There's only so much that I could do, and what I could do was just provide that like support and presence for them in that time. So yeah, it's difficult, and I hope that if whenever anyone does reach the end of their life, it's not always going to be easy, but hopefully you can go out on your own terms without kind of dealing with the emotional stress that you go through when you lose your memory and all that stuff. So that's that. Moving on to something else. So the place where I go visit is right next to the local library, and I haven't gone to the library in so long. There's a couple reasons for that. One, I don't really read books, but if I really want to read a book, I'll either get it online or I'll just buy a copy, because I like to have sort of like a physical copy. And then two, sorry, it's like a little off center. Two, it's a little bit out of the way. It's like 10-15 minute drive, and I just really don't have a need to do it. I mean, some people I know go there to study. I'll get to that, but mostly it would be like a place to study. I don't really need to get anything like books or movies or whatever. And then they have some events, but I used to go to those more as a kid, and now there isn't really anything that's for my age group. It's usually either kids or older people. And so while I was kind of just wandering around, I was like in there for like 5 minutes wandering around, and then all of a sudden I go to the back, and I'm just like looking on the shelves, and I just hear this guy call my name, and it's one of my old classmates from high school, funnily enough, because we've kind of been in contact a little bit, like very rarely over the past years when we've been in college, but nothing like, we're not like best buddies or anything that just went to different schools. I mean, he's just like some guy that I was kind of like acquainted with, maybe friends, and then he's in medical school right now. So I was kind of surprised when I saw him because I thought he was in medical school, and he is, but he goes to the medical school that's kind of like at least somewhat close to where we live. He said it's about like a 50-minute drive from him. So we had a good conversation though, kind of like caught up on what we're doing, and I got to learn more about what he went through when he was applying to medical school, and I told him about what I'm doing right now. It's a MA in a family medicine clinic and all that stuff, and yeah, it wasn't bad. I was surprised. I think that's the biggest thing, because first time stepping into this library after like 10 years and just randomly meeting someone that I knew. It was a bit of a shock. So that's gonna be it for today though. I might do a little more extra stuff. I feel like I kind of want to do something else that's like a montage-y sort, or maybe like a time-lapse-y sort of thing. And with this tripod, I got some ideas. Like I could set it up in the back here and kind of film the monitor that I have here. Or I could have it top down and kind of record, I don't know, like the Steam Deck or the Switch or my computer. There's a lot of different sort of methods, techniques that I can try. And yeah, we'll have to see. You know what? With this top-down camera as well, I also have the option to do Legos. And I don't know where... We had a whole box of Legos at one point. I don't know where it is anymore. I think it might be in my brother's room. I'll have to double check. But yeah, like a busy Saturday at the cat shelter, and then I kind of took a break. It was like a two-hour break in between, but I spent like an hour of it just napping, which was a good nap. I napped. Ivy was right there next to me, so it was a good nap. But I was planning on working out and I didn't get to it. And then I went to the hospice and, all the following stuff, and now we're here. And what time is it right now? It's probably like 6 something. It feels so late, but it's only 6:13. So we'll see what to do for the rest of the night.